Hello everybody, it's Sarah and I finally got around to filming my Booktube-a-Thon 2016 TBR. Booktube-a-Thon basically is the readathon for Booktube. It takes place next week from the 18th to the 24th, so Monday till Sunday. And for more information I will leave the YouTube channel as well as the Twitter page in the description box down below, so go and check those out. As with all readathons, there are of course reading challenges to which I will get in a moment, but there are also video challenges since I am working 40 hours a week and I want to concentrate on finishing the reading challenges. I do not know how many of the video challenges I will be able to make, but I will try to have like a short little update up on my channel every evening, just like 30 seconds. Now let's get to the challenges. I am sorry for the changing light because there's like clouds in the sky. The first challenge is to read a book with yellow on the cover. For that I chose The Pages by Murray Bale. I started this last year in November, I think, but I only got 20 pages or so in. I never finished this book. I'm not sure why, but I remember that I really liked it, so I thought it's a good idea to pick it up again for Booktube-a-Thon because it's a really short book. It's only like 200 pages or something. The second challenge is to read a book only after sunset, and I am pretty tired when I get home after work, so I'm going to bed pretty early, but it's also summer, so sunset is pretty late, so I have to figure out how to do that challenge. But since Ariel, who created Booktube-a-Thon, suggested that we choose a book that fits the theme of reading after sunset, I thought I'd choose Camilla by Joseph Sheridan Le Fanu. I have had this on my shelf for 7 years now, I think. Again, it's a really short book. It only has, I think, 50 pages, but it's written in a pretty old English since it's from the 19th century or something. And it fits the theme of reading when it's dark because this is a vampire classic. Challenge number 3 is to read a book that I discovered through Booktube. And for that I chose The Wrath and the Dawn by Renée Ahdieh, I believe her name is. I wanted to read some YA fantasy during this Booktube-a-Thon since this is the genre that I usually read the fastest. And as far as fantasy goes, this book isn't too thick. It barely has 400 pages. Challenge number 4 is to read a book by one of my favorite authors. And since I practically have read all the books by most of my favorite authors, and there is only one really left where I have a lot of unread books, I thought I'd choose Brandon Sanderson. I just recently hauled Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians. I will leave that haul video in the description box down below. I got a lot of awesome books, but this is, I believe, a middle grade book, so it should be quite easy to read. Again, the general theme of it isn't too thick. And yeah, I love Brandon Sanderson. I have adored every one of his books I have read so far, and I think I will like this one as well. The fifth challenge is to read a book that is older than me, and for that I chose Jack London 5 Great Short Stories. Again, it's like not even 100 pages, this book, and it's definitely older than me. I love Jack London. All of his books that I have read so far I have read really quickly, and I am sure I will adore these short stories. The sixth challenge is to read and then watch a book-to-movie adaptation. I thought about choosing one where I hadn't read the book as well as haven't seen the movie, but then I remembered a book-to-movie adaptation where the movie is one of my favorite movies of all time and my favorite animated movie, and I still haven't read the book. And so I thought I'd read Howl's Moving Castle by Diana Wynne Jones, and this is probably the book that I am most excited about to read during this Booktube-a-Thon, so this will probably be the first book that I will pick up. And of course for that I'm going to rewatch for the 100th time Howl's Moving Castle, the adaptation by Hayao Miyazaki. Honestly, I probably love Hayao Miyazaki's movies more than I love Disney movies. and that says a lot. I don't know if I have ever talked about that on my channel before. Of course, you should probably all know that I love manga as well as anime, but Hayao Miyazaki, he is so amazing. I even have little Totoro charms all over my place. I love this little guy. The 7th and last challenge is just to read 7 books, so this is kind of a free pass. And for that I chose Jostein Gaarder's, I don't know what this title is in English. In German it's Das Kartengeheimnis, so that would translate to, I guess, the card secret? Like playing cards. And like a lot of Jostein Gaarder's works, this is a very philosophical work, so it might not be the best choice for a readathon, because I should probably take my time with this book and reflect, but it's very short, so I thought I'd choose it, because again this has been on my bookshelves for several years, and I thought I'd take the chance with this Booktube-a-Thon and just get rid of some of the smaller books on my shelves that I haven't read. If I have the time, I might also sneak in a few pages of The Madship here and there, because that is the next book that I'm going to read for the Hobblong Readathon. Otherwise, that was it for my TBR. If I really don't have the time to read, I could finish all but the last challenge with those 4 books, because I could take this book also for the challenge of a book with yellow on the cover, as well as a book that is older than me. That was it for my TBR. Tell me in the comments down below if you will join Booktube-a-Thon and what books you are going to read. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. If you want to have some regular updates next week, how I'm doing with my reading, you can follow me or friend me on Twitter or Goodreads. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and kiss kiss!